Hey guys, Bella here, and today I'm going to be doing a 1-year update on the Frieda Go Blonder Spray, and I also have some bit of a review and some information on the shampoo. I don't use this as much. I use this probably every 2 to 3 weeks to lighten up my hair. My hair is naturally brown, and I've purposefully let it grow out just a little bit so I can show you the contrast of the hair that has been sprayed and the hair that has not been sprayed. So I'm going to talk to you a bit about how I go through this process to lighten my hair and the effects that it has on my hair, any pros and cons, and why I do this instead of dyeing my natural hair. So the number one reason I think for me is definitely cost and convenience. This is not something that takes a lot of time. It typically takes me about 10 minutes to do. This is $10 to $12 on Amazon. I've sometimes gotten it even as low as $8. And it's not something that requires any kind of skill set. I simply take my damp hair and then spray it wherever I want it to be blonder. So as you'll notice, towards the bottom of my hair, it's definitely blonder. The way that my hair usually does is as my hair grows out, it gets lighter at the bottom. It's always done that. It's just something that happens naturally. And so as my hair has grown out, it's done its thing and it's continued to get lighter at the bottom, but this blonde has not faded at all. That is one of the questions that I got in my last video was, will it fade? No, it will not fade. So if you don't want to keep it like this, I do not recommend using this product because it is pretty much permanent. The only way I could think of to get this off would be to go back and dye my whole hair brown again, but I feel like at this point I just like grow it off and gradually get haircuts. I've been using it for a year, and the first few sprays I did all over, meaning I did like from the top all the way to the bottom because I was trying to get it as evenly as possible. And now that it is pretty much blonde, I usually do what I call maintenance sprays. So that would mean that I just spray in the part here, and then I'll take all of my hair and kind of push it back and then make sure I get this area. So you can see I'm kind of due for a spray now because it's coming out like darker brown. And I'll actually show you the color that my hair naturally is. My hair is a dark brown when it comes out. So they do say not to use this product if you have like brown hair, because I think the thing is it could potentially turn it like an uglier yellow color. And so you really probably should do a test piece on the bottom edge of somewhere that is not going to be super visible. And I don't really mind that it creates sort of an ombre look. You know, I'll definitely get to the point where it feels like I need to spray more on the back of my head. But for the most part, I like the way this looks and it's very cost effective. So the last time that I professionally got my hair dyed, I think it was $180. And after that, I was like, I don't think I want to keep doing this. The whole experience took like 4 hours. It was awkward, and it was, you know, it's just not something that I felt like made that much of a difference in my appearance. I've actually gotten more compliments, and people have noticed more since I did this spray versus when I did the professional dye job. So I know a lot of hairstylists will say that this product damages your hair, but after talking with the beautician, she actually told me anytime that you color your hair either with this or with dye, you are going to damage and dry out your hair. And so I feel like that's the only con, is that when it gets towards the bottom edges, it definitely starts to get breakage. I definitely am overdue for a trim. I typically try to get my hair cut at least every 8 weeks, and I just get a little bit of a dusting, but I don't like to take a lot off the length because I like my hair grown out. I think consistency is the key with this product, because if you miss like say 6 weeks, you're definitely going to get a duotone look. It's been about 4 weeks since I've sprayed it last, and I kind of just wanted you guys to see the contrast in my natural hair versus the blonde. But I would definitely recommend maintaining some kind of schedule with this. I usually order 2 bottles at a time so that I never run out. I will leave the Amazon link below so you can find it. And I wanted to give a quick mention on this shampoo. So just full disclosure, I got this shampoo for $5 at a discount store, so it wasn't like I paid full price for it. I don't think that you need this. This is not something that amplified the color. It didn't seem to do anything to my hair. I feel like it's just one of those hype things where they're selling you this, so they also want to sell you that. But I did go ahead and try it because I was like, well, you know, maybe for $5 $5, I'll check it out. It does smell really good and it left my hair, you know, feeling pretty good, but it doesn't really do anything in terms of the color. So personally, I do not think that you need this. So I have been using this product for about 15 months. And I will say that I think if I was going to get any major damage, it would have happened by now. But overall, I'm happy with the look of my hair. I do feel like it's a good way to go from a light brown to a light blonde gradually. It's definitely not an overnight process. I can see some of the pictures where I started it and how I've gotten now. And pretty much every time I spray it, it gets a little bit lighter. And, you know, I just kind of create the look that I want it to have. It's definitely a bit of a learning curve because sometimes I'll pin all of my hair, like I'll kind of pin it up and then clip it and then make sure I do these underneath area layers, you know, kind of like typically when you get your hair dyed, they pull it up in sections. So you just want to make sure that you're getting all of the sections of your hair that you want covered. Sometimes my boyfriend helps me spray it on the back of my head because it's kind of hard to reach. But it's definitely something that I think is beginner friendly. It's not something that costs a lot of money, and it's very, very easy to get started and to maintain. So I would highly recommend this. I've got definitely some compliments on my hair, and I've even had some people ask me, oh, is that like your natural hair? Does your hair grow like that? And I'm like, no, but thank you. I'm glad that you believe that. It's kind of nice to have a way to change your hair color without breaking the bank. So that is my review of John Frieda Go Blonder Lightening Spray. I'm going to continue to use this. I love the way that my hair looks. It makes me feel more confident. It makes me feel like just more attractive overall. And it's nice to be able to change something about yourself without paying so much money. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.